Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan Lallier. And first and foremost, thank you. I appreciate you checking out this video. If you subscribe to the channel, thank you again. If you don't, maybe perhaps you will consider subscribing. We'd appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that like button as well if at the conclusion of this video you found some value. Today, while on LinkedIn, or this morning rather, I was scrolling like most salespeople do, and I came across a post from someone who I have been connected to and been following with for a very long time. His name is Jed Marley. He is a wizard, if you will, of cold outbound, someone who just puts out phenomenal content and really backs it up with fact-based or proof-based use cases and case studies for clients that he has served or serviced over the years. And I came across this post this morning that I thought was really awesome. And it really grabbed me because I tend to be an old school type prospector myself. I still am not convinced or believe that the clay tables or the AI workflow tools and the AI messaging and all these crazy triggers are necessarily needed to get meetings with people that, quite frankly, your company should be meeting with, right? If you have a great product and you solve a problem, who do you solve that problem for? And Jed does a really great job of putting a bow tie in all of that and just really driving home something that I strongly believe in. And again, I consider myself old school, so this again pulled at my heartstrings. But here's the post by Jed this morning: 2.25 million in pipeline in 4 months. This is a client who sells enterprise SaaS in a highly competitive market. We aren't using any fancy clay workflows, AI messaging, or triggers. So those three pieces right there grab me. Okay. The pipeline generation in 4 months is pretty awesome. I don't know what the average sale price is for the customer he's servicing, but it doesn't matter. North of 2 million in 4 months, if he closes a third of that, that's amazing. Or if his client closes a third of that, that's amazing. We aren't using any fancy clay workflows, AI messaging, or triggers. Now, I love that stuff because I don't really rely on like AI messaging or like clay workflows in particular to build out a really good email or email copy. I still tend to be very old school. I do my research. I have an idea of who should have my product and the pain that we solve for them. And I write an email that I think would resonate. Do I send out a sequence, maybe an email blast, if you will, to multiple recipients? Of course. Of course. I mean, we're trying to be time efficient here, right? We're trying to optimize our day. But if you have a product that solves a real problem and you hit the right people with a good message, that shouldn't matter. And those that hate cold emailing or hate against it or say it's dead, quite frankly, I don't think they really know what they're talking about. But the post goes on to say that we narrowed in one very niche job title or the person rather, that feels the pain the most from the service that Jed is pitching. I love that. You should know who your buyer personas are, your ideal customer profile is, but you should know the person in every organization who would feel the most day-to-day user impact, right? The pain you're actually solving for, or maybe it's someone up the ladder, someone at the C-level that is experiencing pain that your product solves for. It doesn't matter where that person sits necessarily on the org chart. What matters is, do you know who that person is? And can you get them to take a meeting and learn more? So the other part that I think is just beautiful here about this is we explain that pain in their words. And I would imagine, just based on what I've seen from Jed in the past, he probably put together a very crisp and concise piece of email copy that just gets right to the point and allows for a very quick decision on a conversion. That conversion being yes, no, maybe, I'll take a meeting, I want to learn more, whatever the call to action is. But his biggest takeaway from the campaigns like this, which I love, is only get fancy after keyword after you try the simple stuff first. And I'd imagine that because he does this, he rarely, if ever, has to use the fancy stuff because he's relying so much on the traditional stuff that works. So I think it's a great post. He's got some really good, insights here and some, proof is in the pudding type metrics to back it up. But this is a great post, something that I thought was really worth, just making a quick video on and getting up on the channel to drive more awareness and eyeballs to Jed and what he's doing. And as individual sellers in the seat, in the role, in the territory, we can all be Jed's. We can all do what he's doing. He's just doing it as an agency owner, but that doesn't mean that we can't do it as owners of our territory. Because at the end of the day, if you're a quota carrying sales rep, you're an entrepreneur, you own a territory, you're running your own franchise, you're running your own business. And it's up to you and me and all the other sellers out there, quite frankly, to drive pipeline on our own and not depend on marketing or other pieces of our business to do it for us. Thanks for checking out the video. Definitely go give Jed a follow on LinkedIn. He is awesome, puts out some great stuff. So shout out to Jed. Keep it coming, man. Much respect to you. If you like the channel, please go ahead, click subscribe. If not, no problem. But go ahead and hit that like button if you wouldn't mind and help us drive a little bit more awareness to what we're trying to do. And quite frankly, what we're trying to do is help sellers sell more. Till next time, thanks a lot.